Hey there, everybody. Thomas with Basecamp Trading. It is Tuesday, June 20th, and we're going to take a look at copper, and more specifically, a setup that took place today that played out fairly well. And I want to talk a little bit about why this was a good setup, and then again, I want to talk about why you want to pay attention to multiple time frames. So, in this setup was a breakdown on a 120-minute trend line, as you can see right here. Now this was a good setup because this trend line had been tested 4 times. We hit it here, 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 and here. So we had tested it 4 different times before finally breaking down. Just a general rule of thumb, generally speaking, if the market has tested it, the more the market has tested a support or resistance or a trend line level, the higher the probabilities of having a good breakout or a good move when it does break out. So in this case, we tested it 4 times and then we finally broke down. Now, the other thing leading into this breakdown, when we tried to rally right here, look at how much weaker the momentum was. So our downside momentum was increasing quite a bit leading into a bearish breakdown, which we always talk about. You want to have bearish momentum confirming. Now, the reason you want to pay attention to longer time frames as well as shorter time frames is because you had the exact same setup on a daily, and you can see where we stopped just above the daily trend line that has already been tested 3 times. Now, I would not be surprised at all to see copper break down through this tomorrow or the day after and continue to push lower, just because we have a bit of a head and shoulders forming here in the dailies, plus we have bearish momentum. However, you can't ever make an assumption that it's going to. So what does that mean? Well, that means if you had taken the trade earlier today, you would be taking profits down on top of the trend line, and then you wait until it breaks the trend line to re-enter. That way, in case it does hit this trend line and turn around and go back right back up, you still have a profitable trade that worked out really well. So again, big things to remember: the more times a trend line is tested or a support resistance level is tested, the higher the probabilities of success, 1, and 2, make sure you look at the longer time frames as well as the shorter time frames, because the longer time frames are going to tell you where big moves are going to stop, basically. All right, so that's all I have for you for today. I will see you in the trading room bright and early tomorrow morning. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video today. And until next time, happy trading.